double elimination, drop down into that lower bracket where there is some real stiff competition already waiting to try and play towards it.
Yeah, good luck, have
of
fun.
Arlington.
Saberlight though, of course, they have some LAN history.
Oh yeah, very true. When they were playing the triple offlane meta as Entity, right?
Yeah, it was the Entity days where Saberlight had some fun on stage. Definitely some. He's a very entertaining personality.
That team was super fun. And Saberlight playing offlane Terrorblade. The times we live in, man.
Yeah. Dota, even though this patch has been basically the same for a while, it keeps evolving.
We'll start out with Disruption onto Mickey. Gets out the plasma field. Dual Breath are insane in trying to hold them back, but that full bore scatter shot blasts him and kills him. Trading out the position ones, though, as Smiling Knight does die on that Dragon Knight.
Not a bad start for Eki, getting a first blood.
And then Nisha picking up some cash from that secondary kill.
And he got galvanized on top of that, getting a bit of mana regen already.
And look at this late smoke. Not something we often see. Saberlight, some illusions made of him. A bounty rune's about to spawn, where Eki holds the high ground up north. Walked out by Boxy and Insania. They'll guard the rune for themselves and probably kill Eki off here, it looks like, with Mickey arriving back on the scene.
He's spending his gold. He's wasting all of it right now. Like, yeah, and a clarity and that. Making sure he doesn't lose any gold as he dies.
Good efficiency. How did the bounty runes get spread?
2 for 2.
A bit distracted there.
Yeah, 2 for 2 on the bounties. So even there. Not a bad start overall for Liquid, though. Getting the extra kill.
Storm, Earthshaker, Nisha, Storm. I've seen this Earthshaker do a lot of work in this mid lane with that Slugger facet.
Yeah, it's very, very oppressive. He keeps doing so much damage. It's basically continuous harassment towards the enemy mid.
Nisha doing well to dodge some of the corpses flying at him.
You have to. It's a little mini game while laning.
It's kind of cool seeing Earthshaker go from being kind of only a puck counter to now being, you know, especially in Storm's hands, fully viable as a mid laner and looking pretty good at it.
Yeah, the Shaker is kind of come and gone from the mid lane. He was like the hero for a while, especially as a Earth Spirit counter. Then we kind of faded away from that mid meta, and now it's back again. And Earth Spirit is also back again.
Yeah,
it's very rhythmical.
Yeah, the cyclical nature of Dota. That's the word. Well, stun on TB bottom.
The cynical nature of Dota.
Yeah, cynical and cyclical. Saberlight, 9 armor TB, handed some tangos, has his stick, tons of regen there. It's just a non-stop harassment from Seneco's Shadow Demon.
Yeah,
as those two supports trade out.
Cooldown on Dragon Tail there during the disruption, otherwise maybe would have gone on to Emerta. Boxy gets a nice pushback on Seneco, but still has to be cautious, taking a lot of damage himself.
You gotta be careful when you're kind of turning your back, swinging around. Both these ranged supports just keep pushing the damage. So far, so good for the Dragon Knight. 10 and 3 for Smiling Knight. Not too much bothering him as they try to throw a reflection towards him, but again, good disruption from Seneco to hold them back.
Yeah. Overall, Dragon Knight is pretty good at not being bothered that much by harassment from TB. He has decent armor, regens very nicely. Up on top lane, we're looking for CS. The Razor 11 and 2, Beastmaster off to a 7 and 2, so a little bit behind in CS.
And Zibe not playing Tide.
I'm happy about that.
Yeah, very thankful for that.
But also not playing Enigma, so.
Saberlight. Just a lot of poking and prodding here. Like, he knows with the spells on cooldown, not much is going to touch him anymore. Just funny watching this lane where everyone spent all of their mana except Terrorblade with basically a full mana bar.
Yeah, while spamming.
Reflection.
Because 35 mana cost is balanced somehow on Reflection. I don't know about that one, Valve, but... Seneco.
Oh, he's dead, isn't he? Down he goes to Boxy.
So easy for Terrorblade to come and assist you when you have these support trades. Just runs over, pops a reflection, then he leaves. He doesn't need to do more.
Yeah, goes back to hitting creeps. He gets slightly ahead of that Beastmaster in last hits. Not a massive difference, though.
Oh no, the boar.
What was that, a cookie on a...
The boar, he turned around on the boar, so not landing the damage from the boar.
Unfortunate. Bit of miss micro. Maybe could have made a play with that. But so far, so good for the Mickey Razor up top.
Yeah. Sibel also doing the same thing that we saw 33 doing with boots and windlace on the Beastmaster. Prioritizing movement speed makes a lot of sense when you're up against the Razor, though. You want to break that static link. Runes being controlled. Is Soneko in time, though? I think he's a little bit late.
Nisha's got it, but might still be dropping here. No one's coming in to help him. And Nisha, yeah, just kind of walking down the river, hoping to turn a bit of damage back onto them. But a 3v1 is never a battle he's winning.
Nope. That does mean that both the cores were alone for quite a while on the side lanes. But looks like they're decently okay. Did allow a pull up top for Liquid, where they denied a lot of creeps to the stacked big camp.
And Zibe doing pretty much what 3-3 was doing on Beastmaster, right?
Yep.
The windlace, the boots, being able to run back and forth, get away from static link in particular in this lane.
And he's prioritizing getting some movement speed for himself first. See if he goes for a full face boots upgrade as well as we had in that game, or if he's just gonna go back for the Dominator or Aghanims, whichever he wants to prioritize. But he is the one trailing a little bit right now. Understandably so. Jakiro Razor is a very oppressive lane. If you step up a little bit too far, you die very quickly.
And down at bottom, TB with that Metamorphosis. It takes Soneko from 100% down to about 30%. And that was, Soneko had just salved and like used a bunch of regen to heal back up, immediately down in the dumps again.
Yeah, buys another salve, spending all his gold. Poor guy, not much net worth remaining.
So much gold has to be spent on early regen nowadays. And looking at all these heroes with Fairy Fires, Raindrops, Tangos for Earthshaker still, yeah, minute 6.
Yeah, speaking of minute 6, the Power Rune gonna be controlled here by supports. Support battle in the woods. Boxy and Soneko having some fun.
Running away. Where is this rune spawning? Nisha's still level 5. That kill on him definitely hurting, but the haste rune, Vortex dragged back into grab from Nisha, and now a bit of retribution here as both of the dire supports come in, but they've got no stuns to stop him just TPing.
No point Ice Path yet. Makes sense as well. He's only level 3 on Jakiro, but it was a nice little play. The push into pull coming in from the dead shot into the Vortex, securing the rune. Shaker having to TP out as well is a little bit time off the lane for him.
And 2 bounty runes for Eki. Just walks into the jungle, takes them both. This has left Mickey alone up top a little bit, so he's taking a bit of damage and has to walk away from the wave.
Yeah, Nisha comes over. He wanted those runes.
Shadow Demon's also up here. They've got that bit of vision, seeing Mickey walk in. Cookie forward on the illusion. Poison stacking up, and Soneko snipes the takedown onto this Razor and gets an illusion for his troubles.
Yeah, nice synergy there between the supports. Getting a kill before the Beastmaster hits level 6 is also very nice on this lane. I thought they would have to wait for him to get his power spike, but find an opportunity. Razor just a little bit too far forward. 1 for 1 on the Wisdom rune. Nothing in particular. And a lot of drawing coming out. Scribbling here from Boxy on the top.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's up over there. Like, they're all here. They're stacking. They're playing top. They're around this Beastmaster.
He's calling where the supports are. He's making sure his team knows where they are, and that's why they're being aggressive bottom.
Yeah, right onto Smiling Knight. Turns to the Dragon Tail. A fair amount of damage from this TB and Muerta. He's already used his stick charges, but knowing there are no more stuns, he's going for that TP, and with 150 HP remaining, makes it back to Fountain.
He does survive and get out, but there's going to be some farm missed, and TB, now with opportunity to lay into his tower, pops the Metamorphosis even. He's going to pull the creep wave using an illusion, pull it away. His tower might not really fall, but it's going to lose a lot.
In the meantime, Storm Spirit's found a bit of a go on Soneko. Ice Path is here now for Insania as he's hit level 4. So a takedown up at that top rune spot. And Storm's still going to get the invis though and bottle it up. And he's got that Echo Slam ready to play if he wants to move down bottom with Smiling Knight and Eki here. They can get onto this Terror Blade with a Dragon Tail stun and the combo out. Didn't even need the Snapfire.
Or Saber Lighto. Didn't see that one coming with the Invis rune. Shaker just walking in. Finds a nice takedown. The move is coming out from Storm to go top. Want to focus on Beastmaster, or maybe even steal away some of the stacks being made for him.
And so far, very, very close fought game. And Liquid looking for that little edge, like you're saying, getting into this Radiant Ancients area. Take the large camp from them. And not much that Sineko can do. Just watch them die.
At least he was there to soak some experience, work his way towards level 6.
A 9-minute blink on this Earthshaker, though. I know there's a while until Echo Slam comes up, but still good timing.
Even without it, he's still a threat when he ganks. He can blink behind someone, get a nice chain stun going, and Beastmaster does have Roar, so playing towards top lane makes a lot of sense right now. You do see the move coming in. Beast has Mana Boots working on Aghanim Scepter, still needs 3,000 gold. Razor coming bottom. That's a good way to dodge the gank and go for something yourself.
It looks like Smiling Knight has a feeling this is coming. Didn't see it, but I guess they do have that ward kind of near the top lane. But watch the Razor run away.
Yeah, they know if... Oh, Mickey's coming back for defending.
There's a lot of pings around that bottom rune spot, though. Like, Insane is also going back top. But Nisha's the one potentially being eyed up here by Avulus. 10-minute rune. It could be a flashpoint here. As Eki thinks about the Scatter Blast, misses it on Boxy. And Rune is shield top. But the zip in from Storm Spirit trying to catch out this Snapfire. Cookies away. Disruption's annoying, but Nisha has enough mana to zip back in deeper. Pops his magic wand and gets back to his side of the river.
Good kill for Liquid, finding the opportunity there. They realize that the Shaker wants to go for the rune, and they also know he didn't have his ulti yet. So feeling brave and committing. Shaker does have ulti now.
There we go. Straight up jump onto the Razor. Need the follow through here from the Beastmaster with the axes and the Roar. They've got him locked up, but Boxy's here now as some backup. Static Link. The damage from Mickey healing all the way back up to full with the Sunder, and Stormstormer pays the price.
Nice reaction from Liquid, very quick at coming in and helping out. And the ulti from Shaker, no creeps nearby, not really worth it perhaps with no extra damage. They thought they could burst him, but with Falcon Blade and Ogre Club, as well as the Seeds of Serenity, this Razor has like nearly 1800 HP. You put strength defense, he does.
And it was the Sunder, right? It felt like he got like Mech Hand of Godded, Omni Knight healing, the Purification. This massive heal just suddenly burst out of nowhere. None of those heroes are in the game.
He got sundered. It was take number 2 here for the Razor.
And they've got kisses this time. So the chain stuns into Mortimer's kisses. Mickey far too forward on that lane.
Mickey is feeling the love right now. He's getting ganked repeatedly, but he is also being pretty obstinate, staying on the top lane. Does not want to give up this lane. Miss, he says. Oh, misclick tip.
Misclick the tip.
Yeah. I've done that too, actually. Sometimes when you hold Alt, you're checking for camps or something, and you happen to click at the top of the map or top of the screen. Accidentally tip someone.
Or you're pinging his respawn timer.
Yeah.
Zip in from Nisha. Stormstormer silenced as he tried to fish her. Well done by Boxy there, but a disruption from Sineko. Ice Path, the combo. That's what you were talking about during the draft. The counter to the disruption is this Jakiro so far. Yeah. And maybe a bit more. Sineko's walked in to steal the regen rune, and Nisha did not like that. Out of mana pretty much completely, though, on him and Boxy, so I can't follow through.
The regen rune, the SD is getting back up to full. Looking to disrupt the storm. Not quite in range for that Scatter Blast. Very back and forth in the fights. We have Armlet complete on the Dragon Knight. He's queued up the Mask of Madness, so no surprises there. Smiling Knight is gonna do what a Knight does, farm up fast.
Well, yeah, you've got to protect all those farms for your feudal lord.
That's true, that's true.
Make sure the peasants pay their taxes. I'll go Saberlight going straight for pipe. We've seen a bit of, I don't know, greedier deviations with Yasha and stuff like that first, but he's just locked in. Bracer, treads, wand, pipe. I need my pipe. There's a lot of magic damage on Avulus.
Yeah, he's wasting no time. That does mean that they will have a bit more safety, but lacking perhaps the damage. Speaking of damage, Insania getting disrupted up here and comboed. Pretty much dies to just Suneko. A little bit of help, of course, but...
And that's what we liked about Avulus' draft. Like the pairings of heroes they've got can wander around the map and find stuff. And Liquid trying to do a similar thing here. 14 minutes coming up shortly, but they've found the Beastmaster on these Ancients first. So it's a good kill snipe onto Zibe, delaying his Aghanim Scepter and eliciting a reaction from the Snapfire and Shadow Demon, trying to get the Mortimer's Kisses and succeeding in killing off Boxy.
Eki has god aim. He didn't miss a single one there. Just everything perfectly read. I mean, Murta is not a fast hero by any means, but still, usually you see at least one of those kisses missing.
Yeah. I guard the Wisdom Rune. Let Seneko take it. And finally, Nisha, he's going to get his hands on a rune. I don't know if that's his first of the game, but he's had to fight pretty hard over every single one of them.
He got the one rune when they did the push play earlier with the haste.
The haste, yeah.
But yeah, that rune didn't really turn into something. This D rune, though, it might.
It could be big.
Oh, he saw the smoke. The deep ward from Dire. Saw the smoke up coming in.
Ooh.
He knows about this. Nisha is not going to die on this creep wave.
No, he's already backed up. That's something Avulus will see. You know, Nisha isn't killing that wave, isn't holding mid. They probably know something's up.
Yeah, they probably feel that, yeah, okay, they're aware. Still, moving down here is the correct play as Boxy is going to walk into vision right now.
Hello, Boxy. Fisher into blink in. Nice long range scatter blast. Cookie misses. Let's see how long Boxy can stay alive in the Pierce the Veil. With raindrops and one charges, he's kept himself up until that Demonic Purge pops in, but now Storm is isolated, surrounded by 3. Liquid take him down. Eki going for the TP. Nothing to cancel him. But the chase is on Seneko. Spam pings from Nisha. Chase the Shadow Demon, catch him out, and find that bonus kill on top.
Yeah, very nice. Another galvanized stack for him. Backpacking everything, getting some bottle charges in. Storm Spirit already with a lot of resources. DD Rune lasting for quite a while. Maybe they can eye up the mid tower. Look for an objective. Of course, Shaker is respawning with Blink and ulti ready, so perhaps scary to commit for a tower.
This is such a wildly, like, monumental timing from Liquid. Pipe TB, BKB Razor, and, you know, like, Storm has his Kaya moving into this Kaya Sange, but
Shard.
Oh, he bought the Shard.
Yeah. Shard too now. Just sending it out. So they are so ready to fight. Meanwhile, on the side of Radiant, they did just get Aghanims on Beastmaster, but it's not necessarily the immediate fight item.
You're going to get run at. Seneco's straight up dead. Nisha's dominating. There's an arcane rune that he can go and grab at the bottom spot as well, which is massive. And you see the lines immediately drawn by Eki. It's kind of like panic, push down lanes. We cannot fight mid. We can't go head on into this Liquid side. We need a bit more time.
Boxy as well, just controlling that top rune. Even if it did spawn there, Stormstar wouldn't be able to get his hands on anything. In a fantastic spot to take some more fights now, Liquid. But with the Aghanim Scepter on the Beastmaster and control of the top area, they could Roche. So Liquid are now moving up to threaten that. They are so on point with the read. They know Roche is being threatened, so they move top. Geets towards bottom. Insania.
What's he up to? I mean, yeah, Insania walks into 3 of them. Storm Spirit zips across, but dodges the Echo Slam. Storm, a nice attempt, but Nisha's an absolute monster.
Yeah, too quick. Zipped in and he I think he changed his mind mid-path on the way in. He sees,
nah.
He sees the support already dying. He already clicked that get out button. But he did see the ulti being used by Shaker, so this gives an even bigger window for them to start looking for stuff.
Nope, the hell out of there. Did use up the arcane rune though. They're losing Insania for that Echo Slam. Liquid, again, another opportunity here to go play the map pretty wide.
Yeah, we could see Mikken not just running around farming on the Racer. He's moving with his team. I think they want to smoke up right now. Smoke is coming in. Looking for the Beastmaster bottom.
Some deja vu. I mean, how many times are we going to see, like, not just from Liquid, but Avulus too. Like the smoke from mid down to bot. They're trying to come in behind them here.
Yeah, good move. Little Steven is scouting, though. The Kobold creep. He's in. He's looking for them. They can sense something is up.
Is Nisha going to walk into them?
Nisha, he found them.
Smoke breaks. Zips in. Sees them. Dodges the roar. Nice move there. Nisha gets over onto Eki. And they feared out Zibe, cancelling his TP. So it's not just the Snapfire kill, but a bonus one on his Beastmaster as well.
Good as dead.
Gonna chase him down.
Yeah, this
We'll
is
find him eventually.
one-way ticket, I'm afraid, Sibbe.
No return. Stand and fight. Stand and deliver. Until you die.
It's cut down. Meanwhile, Terrorblade happily just farming. He's like, yeah, you guys got that. I'm just going to push out the bottom lane.
Me carry.
And important to mention, he bought himself his shard as well. So Terrorblade does have that power spike. And that's one nice thing about buying the pipe first, is that you get some HP regen from it as well. So you can afford to use the shard very easily.
God, Nisha is so hungry. Did Liquid forget to feed him? He's absolutely starving, just looking for anything to munch on. Sees a Shadow Demon, sees whatever he can, jumps on it and kills it. Snake did a good job to deny out that illusion rune, though.
This is the way you want to play Storm. You don't want to go around farming. You want to look for these kills and get more and more galvanized stacks, leveling up to ulti as well. Up to 15 charges now, so 17 mana regen already.
Oh, there's Steven. Steven the Kobold.
He's looking a bit worse for wear. Only 11 HP right now. But
no, Master.
He gets
you
left.
left me alone. No, my head is in the fire.
He's just heating it a bit.
Poor little guy. He's completely abandoned and neglected.
Roche still up top, but gonna move bottom soon. We see lines being drawn for taking out the tier 2 tower. Boxy wants that tower gone. Meanwhile, smoke towards mid again. Arcane Rune top.
Oh, that's the big one. Storm's going to get there first.
Oh, this time.
Oh, he gets the stun on the Storm. They've got him. Chain locked down. The damage is coming. Nisha's still alive. Barely zips away. Does he have Demonic Purge on him? He's going to dodge it all anyway. Gets out there with 200 health remaining.
What a good save from Jakiro there as well, coming in. Making sure they don't dish enough damage during the chain stun. The Shaker getting disabled. Couldn't auto-attack into it. Fast reactions from Stormstormer, but that is Shaker ulti on cooldown, and Storm can very quickly just go base, get some resources, and then he's ready again. This fight, even though they have a big, strong Dragon Knight with BKB Armlet and Mask of Madness, I think could be a difficult fight for Avulus against Liquid.
Yeah, I mean, a moment there where Avulus wanting to tie in these item timings. So they've got this Beastmaster kind of ready to go. You mentioned the DK and his full kit. And Roshan, the potential objective for both these teams to vie for control over in this bottom right-hand corner. But Avulus say, no, we've got the map to play. They're completely giving up control of the Roche pit.
It makes sense. They can't fight without Shaker ulti. I think it's that important. It is up soon, 15 seconds, so maybe they could have sat around and tried to delay it. They're gonna back out and give it up. It's fine, we can fight another day. Liquid are going to be happy, though. They have the best Aegis carrier in the game, in my opinion. They get Storm on their team. Pass that man an Aegis. At that point, he can really start going deep. And he's already been looking for the Shadow Demon all the time. Anytime he sees him, or even suspects that he's in an area, he starts dipping.
Right, all they need is one of these kind of fight wards. Catch a glimpse of one of the supports playing in the fog. That's what Insania has always been, and Boxy have always been so good at. You know, preemptive vision is nice, but having these really well-placed mid-battle vision wards very handy for heroes like Storm and Razor, just to see a target and gun for them.
It's nice to see Liquid play, because Boxy is always showing their intentions to us casters. You see him drawing, you see his targets on the map. Makes little
Saberlight.
instructions.
Good pick there. Yeah, Radiant Vision up on the high ground. They realized that everyone had TP'd out and left the TB alone.
And we saw
Stormstormer get something from nothing.
saw the value there as well from the Aghanim Scepter on Beastmaster. Without it, would have been probably prompting them to use a Shaker ulti to bring down the kill, but didn't need to spend it. Everybody down here now.
Coming straight back into this. Boxy immediately blown up. Macropyre and Dual Breath, though. A bit of fire damage returned onto Insania from the Mortimer's Kisses. So Liquid not only lose the TB, but come back in and lose 2 supports as well. Storm now out of mana. I'm trying to zip back towards his base. I don't think Avulus can keep chasing him here. Yeah, just give up on that and go for the tower instead.
Don't need to chase him if you just take the buildings. Dragon Knight has a Blink Dagger coming out as well in the courier. He's gonna juke his courier by TPing away. Meanwhile, Liquid say, okay, we made a little bit of a mistake. Fall back, take Tormentor.
Is that SD Jakiro illusion smaller than normal?
Oh.
It's just died now.
Oh, I'll have to.
I saw it for a little bit, and it looked smaller than I thought it should. I keep my eyes out for it. Maybe it was next to the DK and Dragon form, so it might just have been that Dragonite was so large.
Yeah.
The Jakiro looked tiny.
We can't all compare ourselves to a Dragonite in multiform.
There's Eki, who steps across the river into dangerous territory. He does get a cookie back towards his side, but Saberlight and Nisha are there.
Tried his best to live. Not gonna be enough even with the Lotus popped. Shield Rune gets controlled for Nisha, who has been enjoying quite a bit of the rune control lately.
Yeah, it's like early game 1, mid game all.
Yeah, definitely. Sibe is working on his own BKB. Same for the Shaker next. He has the Aghanim Scepter. BKB is the next priority. I think they had a very strong timing when they have 3 BKBs here as well. The classic Golden City, of course.
Rod of Atos into Zip. Oh, this combo. Rod of Atos into Jakiro spells is big and gets Nisha a very nice kill. I was going to say, you know, even with this Aegis, it was a 2k lead from Avulus kind of emerging there as owners of the map, getting a lot of farm on their heroes. Oh. Liquid now able to step out and play, but the gate is held by Smiling Knight. Boxy nearly straight up dies, but the Dragon Knight jumped out there, leaving Seneko completely stranded. Nisha's back in to slay the SD, who in his dying breath drops an Observer Ward.
Painful for SD to go down, but still such a nice read by Dragon Knight. Smiling Knight realizing that I can try for this kill. He attempted very, very close to getting the kill, but blinks away, stays safe. Don't go down for a needless attempt like that.
Was it just the one from Warrant that kept her alive then?
Yeah, I think so. It was very last second, but either way, Dragon Knight prioritized his own life over committing for that kill.
Metamorphosis used, but the tier 2 tower stands strong for now. Boxy back to base. On Eki, he's in his favourite place. Yeah, go out this mid lane, shove the wave. Under dire vision right now. There's a sentry there, but he can't find it. And Storm Spirit, who has found a courier snipe onto Eki's poor little courier.
That's not what he wanted to spend all his mana for, though. He wanted to get the little Snapfire, but she snuck away. So Liquid being the active team, chasing across the map, but the gold is dead even. Avulus doing a good job farming up the sides of the map. And that's BKB complete on Beastmaster. Crystal is for a Dragon Knight, so he has a bit more damage than previously.
Nisha is just non-stop. Zip over here, zip over there. Just knocking on all the doors, seeing who answers.
Oh, smoke.
Aegis about to be reclaimed.
Big knock coming soon as the Shaker. A little bit late to defend it here too.
4 seconds for Aegis. They just need vision. They can't see up that high ground into the darkness. They scan it and they know that Liquid are up there. They don't know if it's 1 or 2 or 5.
Or just a TB illusion. That's the annoying thing. Scanning into the Fog of War, you don't really know.
There's a lot of scouting here from Liquid. Illusion's mid. Illusion's bottom. Avulus going for the long move. So not going into the bottom lane. Now trying to play into mid. Clear the wave with a Snapfire.
Liquid know. Liquid definitely know about this smoke. That's why we see them camping a good position, planting a high ground ward, getting ready to fight, and Razor frontlining, feeling strong with the Reaver. 3.2k HP on him.
He's had a bit of a quiet game, but we've seen these Razors, you know, no longer just be the early game anti-carry kind of hero. They can transition into this mid to late game beast.
Yeah, worked out really well against the Gyrocopter before, but Dragon Knight is a little bit more front-loaded with his damage. See if it works well for him. Regen on Storm. Massive rune.
Smoke breaks. Zip in, blink away. Stormer. He tries to get out. Fisher is there with the DK turning. Storm Spirit. He's dropping lower. Eki. He's dead, but the Storm has fallen. Nisha gets crushed. Boxy taken out. The big hits from Smiling Knight cleared down 2 of Liquid.
Still chasing.
They're
In
chasing?
pursuit.
Can they find them? Mickey, he gets spotted and fissured. Zibe trying to run forward. Another jump in. 2 heroes caught. Ice Path holds them back for now, though.
Not sure they can get more. They're looking for it, but gotta turn this into a push. Still 30 seconds on Storm. They don't have a creep wave with them.
That's a problem.
Yeah, gonna be difficult to take a tier 2 tower without it, so they back up. Did spend the Snapfire buyback for that fight, but still a pretty dominant fight for them, not having to do Shaker ulti and still winning it.
Even with BKB, Storm Spirit just kind of gets stuck in the mud there and cleared out by their DK physical damage.
Dangerous getting roared when next to a Dragon Knight. The Beastmaster was on point, Zippe finding his target.
Just roar into hit. Storm at level 2 Echo Slam ready to go. Under dire vision for a brief moment there. And 30 seconds for Roshan fast spawn. I've not heard that. Ward from Seneko was nice. As he was dying, he placed it. Very hard to find and deward that. It does spot Liquid down in that southeastern corner.
Yeah, it's a pretty great ward. It's out of the common sentry range. Difficult to spot. Power rune spawning in 10 seconds, and I think Stormstormer wants to get his hand on a power rune for once. It's been a lot of runes towards this Storm Spirit. Gives him the gem as well. Easy for a Shaker to jump up and check for wards on the cliffs.
Haste rune top. A long Roshan spawn. Boxy. Just trying to clear out that mid wave. A bit of backup from Saberlight coming in. They want to control their high ground, Ancient's high ground area.
Oh, Murta. I'm finding a bit.
Fish it up for a second. Fears the Dragon Knight. Quite a bit of damage coming pre-BKB as Zibe comes back in, stunning the Razor, catching Mickey and killing him off. Avulus have swept through the carry of Liquid and now forcing Nisha to run away. Storm turning, trying to fight the Dragon Knight, but Smiling Knight, he just turns and outputs so much damage, you cannot battle back into him. Saberlight on the run as well, but fissured up and caught for now. Trying to hide away as Zibe makes the jump further in. Eki and Smiling Knight just hold that line, and with Stormstormer's control, they've got tons of damage to throw in there. Insania, we TP's out. But a big move from Avulus and some, hefty losses from Liquid.
Liquid completely overestimating their Razor, standing next to a Dragon Knight like that. Again, even with Satanic, it does not matter. You get roared, you cannot lifesteal. Going down so quickly in this fight. The course of Avulus, this is exactly what I was talking about. The triple BKB timing is fearsome, even if it's just double. He did decide to go for a Shadow Blade on Stormstormer, prioritizing positioning.
I mean, it's the same thing as what happened to the Storm, isn't it? Just roar into like 2,000 damage from the DK.
Yeah, he's like, damn, that really hurts. Wish we had a saving support, but they don't have that, so the luxury is not there to play that aggressive. Perhaps in this patch you get used to it as a core player. You're like, oh, surely we have some form of Tusk or Shadow Demon or, someone's gonna save me, right?
Yeah.
But that's a little bit difficult for them. The Glimmer Cape doesn't do much against the gem. Force Staffs can only push you deeper when you're facing the wrong way.
Yeah, we need Lincolns. I mean, Saberlight maybe needs to get into range for that Sunder a bit faster.
You know what they need? 3 of a certain tier 5 item.
Oh, no, not this again.
Mirror Shield, my friend. That's what they need.
Well, they have a bunch of Vindicator's axes and some craggy coats. That might help them out.
Honestly, Vindicator's axe is amazing this game, so not surprising that they picked up that. Getting extra armor when you get stunned is gonna protect you a bit against Dragon Knights.
Avulus, though, they've been the ones kind of leading out this game. And with a DD on this Earthshaker now, that story doesn't change. It feels like it's been a little while since we had an Echo Slam. He's not needed to or wanted to use it recently.
There's like 3 team fights where he didn't use it. He's gonna walk under Sentry and Ward combination. Careful, Stormer. He does have Shadow Demon behind.
Boxy pops the ulti as they go on the Dragon Knight first. Zibe, BKB's very early on to blink and roar the Terrorblade on the right-hand side while the rest of them try to jump towards Mickey, but Liquid can turn. Static Link on the Dragon Knight, doing some good work here as Mickey stands his ground and fights back into him. Disruption, maybe a bit of time to buy here for Smiling Knight, but it's never going to be enough against the onslaught from Liquid. Nisha went deep and he's been Echo Slammed up. Can they save him with a full staff and a bit of space? Nisha trying to jump away with a Sunder. They've got him staying alive. Zippy's going to die along with Stormstormer now, and Team Liquid some sick outplays. Oh my goodness.
Huge for Team Liquid, and this time Avulus not really on the same page. The roar came out at an awkward timing. Dragon Knight not really close enough to be auto-attacking this time, and we see the blink cancels. This reflection spam from TB is huge against all the blink daggers on Radiant, not allowing them to synergize and get their spells used in the correct way.
I can't believe that Storm Spirit survived, my man. That was huge from Saberlight.
Yeah, nice little save, and Nisha knowing the exact limits of how far he can play as well. And this is gonna give them again the Roche. Another Aegis for them.
And isolating that DK, at first it's like, is this where we want to be? Dragon Knight stepping up to us, waiting for that jump from Earthshaker, and it just never came.
Yeah.
Liquid splitting the fight very nicely.
They're doing a very good job of how they position, especially considering they don't have a saving support. They have to be very cautious about their positioning in the fight, not clumping up and also staying close enough.
Yeah, they've got a Hurricane Pike. Boxy Morata, level 16. Starting to scale a bit.
Definitely getting a bit of farm.
Smiling Knight and Seneko. Time to grab the Tormentor. Pretty simple one.
Field Rune gonna help Seneko stay alive during it as well. So who gets the shard? It's gonna be on the Beastmaster. It's kind of an underrated shard, I think. The cooldown reduction plus having an additional Hawk on it. It's pretty nice.
I don't know if you watch. Do you know Dota2, the YouTuber?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on a second. Nisha and Boxy having a bit of fun down here, but roared up on the storm. Ice Path thrown in. Zibe's BKB going to work though as he takes the Aegis down. In come the kisses as well. Pounding Insane as Jakiro down as Mickey BKB'd up trying to fight into Smiling Knight. And he's got that life steal. And he's actually standing and fighting well until the Echo Slam comes in and clears him out. Now Nisha left stranded. Has to zip away and try and TP home, I believe. Off he goes.
Yeah, that was a spooky moment right there. I like how the SD illusions were on him because he disrupted him during the BKB, right? Spawns the illusions after he zipped. I was wondering how the SD illusions got over there.
I was like, you don't get disrupted, but I guess when it ends, the illusions still appear.
Yeah, and Razor not having the Aegis on him, he felt pretty strong there, and he was winning the fight against Dragon Knight, but Shaker just comes in, lands one of those Echo Slams. Been looking for him in the recent fights. Wasn't the big one on multiple heroes, but it was a very decisive Echo Slam to bring down the carry.
It was. Keeping this 5k lead now, kind of rebuffing Liquid from any kind of push towards these two tier 2s. And yeah, the Observer there pointing out that 25 talent, which we saw him go for the Echo Slam cooldown rather than the Enchant Totem one, right? In that previous game.
Yeah, I think we might see him do the exact same thing again. We already see him queuing up the Octarine as well. Gets some CDR for himself. Has the Arcane Rune as well bottled up, speaking of CDR.
Very nice.
But they hold on to their leads. Back to 5k lead. Swings a bit back and forth here, these team fights.
Sable looked like he was trying to sneak in there. Make some illusions and run away. But yeah, I was asking about Datu Long because he had that video of like Cottle Beastmaster.
Ah,
like
right.
Octarine Refresher and stuff. He had 20 hawks or something wild.
For all the
funniest shit I've ever seen.
He does some very funny things. Nisha in trouble here. Gets stunned up once.
That Fisher got him. And the chain stuns are
he
good.
has Gem. Did they realize? There's Gem on the ground. Eki turns around for it.
I have seen it. Oh, that's a rough loss for Liquid. Storm down for a minute. Gem gone. And this top lane fully controlled up by Avulus now.
Dragon Knight just looks like such an amazing carry. You know, brings the chain stun, has tons of damage, super hard to kill. I don't know, every time I see a Dragon Knight, I just wonder why don't we see even more Dragon Knight?
Because he's banned half the time. More than half the time, even.
That's very true.
I feel like this qualifier we've seen, like, maybe... We've cast, what, like 15 games, and we've seen 2 DKs, and then he's been banned 13 times.
Yeah, he's been banned a lot. His win rate is looking like it as well. He's definitely winning a lot of games. Over 60%, I believe.
What would you change about DK to, like, nerf him, balance him?
I think the red facet has to take a nerf. I'm sorry to say, because I love the idea of him being able to farm, but it's a bit too much, isn't it? Like, he seriously farms as though he has a Battle Fury, and I don't think it's
like,
okay.
Transformation, cooldown, or duration on Dragon Form?
I wouldn't nerf the other facets is the thing. I don't think green or blue DK, like maybe you buff the other facets and then nerf the cooldown or duration, whichever.
It just feels like he's permanently Dragon Form, you know?
Yeah, that's true. You do pop it off cooldown, 60-second duration and 100-second cooldown, so it's very, very high uptime.
Yeah, but maybe you're right, it is just red facet.
Yeah. I mean, even the thing is, even in melee form, he still just farms. Like, look at this. Look at him just farming this camp. This man does not have a Battle Fury, okay? It's not legal. He just clears it way too fast. You have some facets out there being, like, completely useless. Like, Shadow Demon gets an illusion of people when they die. It's like, okay. Meanwhile, Dragon Knight, you get Battle Fury.
It's pretty sick. Well, an 8k lead now for Avulus. And they've got all their green lights ready. Liquid waiting for something in particular right now?
I think they're working on the Parasma for Storm. Maybe get a little bit more damage. They just got the Lincoln's TB finished, and Razor's working on his Butterfly. So I guess Butterfly, Parasma, and then you go. Parasma is flying out right now for Storm. And Butterfly is just 200 gold off for Razor. He's just scared to farm bottom.
And Storm's courier coming through the twin gate. Bring the item to him. There are those two big ones.
So the couriers are allowed to use the gate without paying mana. It's kind of cheating the system, not paying the toll.
No, what Dota is a welfare system. Everyone gets universal income. It's all about, you know, equity, not equality. Everyone gets what they need.
So you're saying traveling through the gate actually costs just 50 mana, but you're paying 25 extra for the others?
Yeah, it's taxes. Lift everyone up. You know what? A rising tide lifts all boats.
Sure, man. We have the smoke around coming in.
It's clearly written in all of Karl Marx's literature that couriers should go through twin gates without paying a single thing. Oh, look, the banner on the high grip. Does that give vision? It does, right? Trying to spot something out. Storm are being run at. In we go with the Storm and the Razor, trying to catch the back lines of the Shadow Demon, but he disrupts himself as Smiling Knight runs south and Storm jumps in. Echo Slam onto Boxy alone. Not a lot done there as they focus Insania, get the Jakiro kill. Eki's being hunted on the right-hand side as this fight splits 3 ways to hell. Saberlight, I don't know if he can chase any further with Mickey because they've got no more gap close. Storm Spirit can't keep chasing, so a 1-for-1, but a buyback from Jakiro.
In the end, a very good fight there for Radiant, as they were the ones getting wrapped around on. It looked like it was going to be an awful fight, but works out in the end. Storm did get a bunch of experience there for that kill at least, pushing himself closer towards that level 25 once the Overlord attack bounce.
Further galvanizing his efforts. And moving towards the Scythe of Ice as quickly as he possibly can.
Ninja Geared Racer rushing down bottom. It's a pretty populated area, but he's going to be fine as the Shaker is back into base. Don't think he's in any danger.
And back into the cycle of Dota. 20 seconds for fast spawn on Roche.
Dude, Smiling Knight is adding items so fast. He has a Swift Blink, and he also has the full MKB, I believe, coming out.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he's not holding buyback. He is committing to being strong right now. And by gods, he's strong. This is a lot of items.
Beast mode Dragon Knight. What was he? 27,000 net worth. And a reasonably fast Roche respawn. This could get spicy quickly.
Let's see. Do they have a smoke available on Radiant? The grouping as though they are. Yeah, there we go. Smoke coming in. This is the third Roche. Avulus, they lost the 2 previous Roches. They want this one.
Liquid in position, though. Smoking themselves.
I think Liquid are aware. The scan. Bing, bing.
Scan on scan. Both teams know. Saberlight Illusions move forward. The Blink Echo straight onto Boxy. Stormstorm with BKB's up. Nisha jumps. Smiling Knight forces his blacking bar as Mickey dropping lower, trying to heal through the Satanic. His Static Link is going, and Mickey's staying alive, standing his ground and winning the fight. He's killed off Stormstorm. Seneco's dropped, and this Razor is able to shred through them all. Smiling Knight's done for. Nisha with a triple, Saberlight a double, and Team Liquid wipe them off the face of the map.
And they might not go Roche, might just push here. They got 5 kills. Just rush up, take some barracks. Fantastic time to just go. That fight, you're trying to lead with this Shaker initiation, not looking for the big damage, but I wonder if it's not backfiring for them. They need Shaker to deliver some more.
What? Is that how much damage Razor... Wait, is that how much damage Razor took?
No, that's the Dragonite damage taken, I think.
It was DK's. Okay.
Or was it...
Well, it can't have been Razor because he didn't die, did he?
Oh, right.
It says Razor death. That's why I was confused. It said Razor death somewhere.
That's weird.
They're going tier 4s. No DK or snap for a minute. They force a couple of buybacks and now swing back onto the barracks. It was Razor damage taken. Thank you, Patrick.
How can you bring up Razor's damage taken without him dying? The observer is hacking. What the hell?
Some skilled stuff. There it doesn't show anymore. So, what, he took like 20,000 damage or what? Something insane.
Yeah, 7,000 auto attack damage from Dragon Knight is what he spelled out there. So,
and what's his H? He's what, like 3,500 HP or something on Mickey?
Yeah, 3,600. Yeah, but
so
obviously
he took like 4 or 5 times the amount of damage, the amount of HP he has because of Satanic. Oh my god!
Quite a bit of Satanic lifesteal going on.
BKB Satanic Sandinasha. What a hero, my man.
And now give him an extra life on top of that, because this time Nisha says, you know what, I don't even want the Aegis. You take it. This Razor is big and he's carrying. With the steel attack speed talent now as well. He didn't have that in the previous fight. Now he's going to hit even faster. And looks like he's going for a Lincoln Sphere, realizing it protects him really well against the Dragon Knight, the Primal Roar. I say Primal Beast.
Stormstormer does go for that cooldown talent. Has the BKB TP just to be safe. But yeah, so back to the beginning of that fight, right? Stormstormer now 2 or 3 fights in a row has Blink, Echo Slammed, Boxy. And Boxy alone. So that's got to change, right?
I think so. You can't prioritize this instant initiation if it's just a Murata that you're seeing. If you see something like, I don't know, not even Razor at this point. If you see Storm, possibly I could be okay with it, but no more solo ulting on a support. It doesn't work. This Shaker ulti has to be used for a big fight.
Gem, Lincoln's, the cheese in the backpack for Nisha. Razor with that Aegis, and Team Liquid looking at these tier 2 towers now.
And triple Lincolns. Every single core having a Lincolns on the side of Liquid. It's not the tier 5 item. It's the one you gotta pay for yourself. It's a mirror shields on top of this, and it's completely unplayable.
Not going to rash in the decision to push, though. No, tier 2, back up, hold high ground.
I think this is the sign of a top tier team, though. Liquid not stressing, realizing that we have 3 minutes on this Aegis. They can make it to the high ground, just take their time, stabilize the lanes, get them to a good position, and, you know, get rid of the rats. Right now, Shaker has been pushing top, and they need to get this top creep wave all the way to a tier 2 tower. I think a lot of teams would be tempted to just immediately go the moment you have Aegis, but if you lose that fight, then you waste the 4 minutes of free farming that Aegis provides you.
Oh, they're going through the system, right? Follow the algorithm. Get the lanes pushed, get into a position of power. Have multiple lanes kind of trending towards this Radiant base. And Avulus, they are playing together down bottom. 4 heroes kind of farming and holding hands, pushing one wave at the very least. Try and open up the map a little for themselves, but they have to come back and defend. The tier 3 about to be breached up at top. TB Illusion scouting in behind, and a pretty massive wave here, just allowing Mickey to whack away at this tower.
TB has a Scotty, by the way. He's pretty strong at this point as well. Should not be sleeping on him.
They could have done such a good good job to swing this game as Nisha jumps in onto the Seneko Shadow Demon, protected by a Fisher, and just a bit of poking there from Team Liquid to see what Avulus would do to respond.
That's the glyph out. Glyph on cooldown for Radiance. Gonna go back up, heal up. Still 1.5 minutes on the Aegis on Razor. Definitely not done, just reposturing. Looking for a power rune, gonna find Invis. Meanwhile, Avulus are gonna just sit back and wait. They do have a smoke on the Shadow Demon, but it's in backpack right now. Not looking to make the move just yet.
How far is DK from Lincoln's? Because it feels like Static Link.
Pretty far.
Yeah. Static Link's a pretty big problem. Like, we've already had Liquid buy Lincoln's to try and deal with this. There's Roar and Dragon Tail stun.
Yeah, I think
need one to deal with Static Link pretty soon.
I think it makes a lot of sense to get it. It's either that or even commit more into damage and say that you kill him during the first stun. Shaker was spotted top. He also realized he was spotted. He has a gem. So.
Smiling Knight has jumped in onto Boxy, but the Lotus reflects the Roar on the Beastmaster. Zib is trapped in the Magrippire and he's dead. No buyback.
Oh,
he's gone for 2 minutes. He just bought out Refresher Orb, didn't he?
Oh no, that's so bad for them.
Oh no.
He felt
it didn't matter he bought out. It's on cooldown.
Yeah, it's tough either way. 2 minutes on cooldown is even worse. They know he doesn't have buy.
And now they just go back up to high ground. The Fisher can block you for a little bit here, but Mickey says, I am destroying these buildings. With TB illusions going to work, range racks falls, melee to follow. Now just one lane separates them from mega creeps. Swing straight into mid with a creep wave there. They are ready to push. And Aegis
coming.
The blink,
huge jump.
Stormer, the Echo Slam on 3 with the kisses over the top, but Nisha has BKB. Mickey runs straight down the throat of Stormer to crush him under boot, and now Shadow Demon being pounded as Mickey pops the Refresher Orb to go for round number 2. Dragon Knight is done for, no buybacks available. Avulus tap out at game 1.
Liquid, strong performance in game 1. Such a nice play from them overall here, very methodical throughout the game. There were a lot of fights that Avulus were in control of, and definitely wasn't the going late game. We see what we have seen before. Terrorblade on that offlane did have a lot of impact with that Lord ulti and Sunstrike, so that can be hard to play against. We see instant smoke from both teams rushing out to the lanes.
Liquid a game away from qualifying to ESL One Bangkok, and Avulus needing a couple here in this best of 3. It's upper bracket time. No elimination on the line just yet. It is a qualification series. Both teams smoked up and getting out there on the map. The Abyssal Horde for Zibby.
Good luck, have fun comes out. Stormstormer was spotted there by Terrorblade, or at least his smoke was revealed, so doesn't want to drop his word.
The max level Invoker. What's that set called again? Is it Dark Artistry?
Yeah, that's the Dark Artistry set. The OG set.
Well, he's not Child Invoker. He's not a little baby.
No, God, I can't stand the Child Invoker.
30 seconds to battle.
I'm just a little spellcaster.
Such a punchable little kid, man.
Just the ego on. He's like 7 years old, and his ego is just out of this world.
Speaking about eons, you just finished high school or your elementary school.
It's like elves in Lord of the Rings, you know? They look so young, but they're like 700 years old.
Eki, walking close to Insania.
Yeah, straight past the Tusk. Does get the stun down on him with Zibbe's Firestorm, but it is runaway time for Avulus. Those Ice Shards, though. Stuck in place here, Eki. Dodges the kick somewhat, but with a Boundless Strike and a few more hits, they force the Fairy Fire out of him, and the Acorn Shot from Boxy. He gathers up the first blood.
Easy takedown. Lion getting a little bit too deep. It's a great start for the Hoodwink, who already is such a good hero to greed on a little bit, getting a first blood. So some extra resources towards top. He has a full magic stick upgrade coming, and a new blood grenade.
Mickey on this Monkey King. Boundless Strike level 1, normal stuff. Can't wait for the Jingu to come back up. He actually hits 2 of them with a Boundless there. Nicely done.
Good
this
harassment.
lane gets like unplayable somewhat for the Underlord once Monkey's level 3, right?
Yeah, it does become really, really hard. It's so difficult to prevent giving away Jungle charges, and I think they're bound to take over this lane pretty hard on Liquid. While the off lane that they have as well, Terrorblade spamming out his reflection already. Keep a little bit of an eye on mid as Stormstormer versus Nisha. I've seen these guys play against each other so many times now. Nisha is a very mechanically gifted player for sure, but Stormstormer is in his comfort zone on Invoker.
Yeah, this lane matchup starts to... Again, it's one of these ones that kind of gets hard the later it goes, right? Stormstormer with this double Wraithband business. Spirit was he's gonna have to think about rotating, like level 5, level 6.
Yeah, the lane does get tricky early. Oh, take
God,
down.
Level 2 on the Monkey King is enough, apparently. He's getting all the tips.
There's a lot of tips. Dear God.
5-man tips onto Mickey.
Like, well done, Mickey.
Well done, you picked Monkey King into an Underlord.
They're salty.
It's like we don't get cheese picks anymore, but this is like as close as you get to cheese picks now. You know, it's the Huskar mid and the Monkey King safe lane.
If you ask Sibby, it's pretty cheesy. Right now, he's feeling the cheese. Curse you, monkey. He bought a Windlace on Underlord, but still not the quickest hero there is.
Yeah, it's like, what's that blood grenade just thrown at the Phoenix?
I think so.
Boxy says, screw
He
you in
tried
particular.
I think he tried to de-aggro the creeps. Tried to stop the pull with the bloody grenade.
Would have been cool.
Didn't quite get
Nisha
it.
losing a lot of mana mid. Does Monkey go for Orb of Venom here? He snowballs up and kills Eki.
Oh no, he's gonna
On to
chase
Zibbe.
Sibbe as well. He wants that
3
full
stacks,
heal.
4 stacks, blood grenade and bound strike. The damage from the Jingu and Insania's body block is going to gather them up. A second kill, 3-0. Mickey is starting to become a problem 3 minutes in.
You know, I don't like Tide, but I think I don't like Underlord just as much. To be
Yeah.
honest. They're
Slug heroes.
Yeah, Sibbe just enjoys these slug slow heroes, but Mickey on the Monkey King punishing him. I think Orb of Corrosion will come out. I think Power Treads, and then he will just destroy. Actually, he's just sending out so much already. Magic Stick upgrades and almost the full Power Treads.
Mental. I mean, top lane, you know, Alchemist 15-2. At least something's going decently there for them, along with that Invoker at the top of the last hit board. But when you're losing, you know, one lane this hard, the game becomes very challenging, and you got to start putting out fires wherever you go. And this is even before Nisha starts to rotate, right?
Yeah, Nisha so far just focusing on himself. Too early for him to make his moves. He does go and take a Bounty Rune. Him coming in, sees the stacks
Zibbe?
being made. Oh no, not again.
Yeah.
This is the thing. Like,
jungle?
what's the play at this point as an offlane Underlord? You can't jungle this early, and your lane is just Monkey King, and it will keep being Monkey King, no matter how many times you close your eyes and open them again. It's still Monkey King there.
Boxy just got 2 courier snipes as well up top, by the way. This is like disastrous.
Looking to be a completely free Mickey game on Monkey King. Already 2.9k net worth.
And what's the build for Monkey? Is it Gleipnir still?
Yeah, we're gonna see him go for Maelstrom at least. He could go Battle Fury build if he wants, but more than likely we're gonna see him activate with Gleipnir and just hunt the Alchemist.
The real answer was Radiance Aghanim Scepter.
Oh, yes, yes.
We had this discussion yesterday
Naturally.
about our love for Radiances.
And we've seen some Radiance. The Radiant Sand King.
That was cool.
It was.
I mean, a 5-0 start here for Liquid is an uphill battle for Avulus, and like a lot of it rests on Stormstormer's Invoker mid, but Smiling Knight,
Because Monkey,
like this,
Mickey on the Alchemist.
is it going again? Yeah, through the Twin Gate onto Smiling Knight. This Radiance is going to be delayed, and it's so imperative that Alch and Invoker have good times because the Underlord has been crushed, and you come in with a kill like that and steal a stack.
Oh no.
This is illegal.
Not the triple stack. They worked hard on this one.
Unconstitutional moves from Team Liquid. This goes against everything that mankind has stood for centuries. They've got a bushwhack here onto the Phoenix. Monkey King's getting involved. Saberlito, El Saberlito stealing the Kilo, and Eki in trouble as 3 stacks of Jingu not going to be enough to get the 4th one up. And Stormstormer's rotation doing a lot.
The auto attacks though, they're tickling him.
Saberlight. The
much armor.
concoction comes in, finishes him off. There we go. First kill of the match for Avulus.
Finally something, but meanwhile, the small camp being taken. Liquid, they retreat, but they also do so while stealing some of the backup money here for a Smiting Knight.
Zibe got some breathing room though, right? He got to see some creeps for a second.
Yeah, for a while he's been on the lane, but he's too scared to even stay on the lane. He's now sitting back at the Ancients, and
Still
Monkey
playing
isn't even
top.
there.
They go back onto the TB, but he's got raindrops. He's tanky, and Liquid, they've got a response to this. Stormer tried to be aggressive along with the Alchemist, but Nisha's arrived with his level 6, magnetized, and a kick over the bow of Smiling Knight's Alchemist, and Boxy can keep on chasing this one as well. Another bushwhack well placed and well timed. Catch out Smiling Knight as he tries to wander through the jungle, but he's been found and killed.
Looking for a deny, not gonna get it. Eki, though.
Eki?
Sneaky Eki. Oh, he realized that he doesn't want to stack. He just wanted some mana. Oops, accidentally stacks. He tried to prevent it by walking in. When you're just too efficient, you can't help it.
He's gonna die for this. Oh, he's gonna die for this. Monkey King's here.
So that's the 10th kill for
Oh,
Liquid,
God.
and it's the 10th kill that Mickey has been involved in on his Monkey King. So it all comes back down to that liability of an offlane.
I haven't seen a game like this in a long time.
This might be a quick one, honestly. It's looking rough.
Look at that
Perfect
can.
stun.
Oh, the neutral creep. Ooh,
The Centaur Conqueror conquers the kill.
that's a victory for Avulus. A small one, but a victory nonetheless.
So technically, Mickey has been in 11 kills. Doesn't get an assist for that one, sadly.
That's dumb. He should do.
Yeah.
Stupid centaur.
And there should be a neutral kill count.
Is under attack.
Smiling Knight stacking camps.
Dire's top tower.
He's
Trying.
stacking them, but Monkey has no intention of going back to farming. He is just playing as an overfarmed pos 4 at this point, just running around and bullying people.
When Hoodwink's farming bot. Insane, you got to farm bot for a little bit as well.
This is
Steal
OpenAI
some camps
moves.
away.
Yeah. This is so smart though. Mickey has enough power treads and orb of corrosion. All you need to start hunting. Invokers,
That's the thing, right? There's like
common.
pushing from like 3.5 to 5k is nice, but like if you're a 7k net worth Monkey King, you're just a pinata at that point. Like yes, you have a bigger item faster, but you're keeping your you're removing slices of the pie from your opponent while giving to your teammates.
Oh yeah. What he's made is such a huge move. He took away tons of gold from Alchemist. Alchemist is supposed to be super high net worth carry, and he's only at 3.5 at minute 9.
And then you've got Terrorblade as well from the offlane, who's up there. 4.2 for Saberlight.
Yeah, going for that pipe again, queuing it up as first item.
It's a 4k lead. Avulus still getting towards some timings of their own. You know, level 6 on Phoenix is always going to be big, alongside that Lion Finger of Death. Invoker, obviously always a threat, but they need time. Time for this Alchemist to farm. Underlord is going to be an aura bot no matter what happens. It needs to get to those key items, and Liquid are not going to allow you to relieve the pressure. You're going to be killed whenever you show on the map on a lane. You're going to be rolled on and slain like that. And Stormstormer can throw some spells at Nisha here. And with Eki there, they're just not going to offer resistance to this tower push.
Nisha, just way too tanky to be killed, and mid tower already taking a lot of damage. This is at least a lot of space for the Underlord, but again, this fight mid.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to use the Fiend's Gate to try and come in here, but Eki and Stormstorm are both shredded. 13-1. Team Liquid, they're not mucking around. I mean, what is it? It's getting close to 10 p.m. I don't know if El Saberlito's got bedtime at 10:30 or something. They've got to send him off to his room because Zippe dies to neutral creeps off the right-hand side. Team Liquid just pedal to the metal at this point.
Just pushing into mid tower. 2 kills now for the neutrals, keeping a score. See if they can rack up a rampage for themselves over time. TB does have Sunder.
Almost on a killing spree, huh?
Yeah, working on
Tornado
it.
EMP onto Boxy. Just trying to hold back this push for as long as they can.
You know it's bad when your offlaner can lose the lane in about 4 minutes hard enough that the enemy carry activates, runs across the entire game, ganking everybody, leaves the offlaner for 7 minutes, and the offlaner still doesn't feel like it's gonna do anything. Like, Under still less farmed than everyone on Liquid.
Well, Alchemist got his ulti off. 12-1 charges. Talisman of Evasion. Concoction into Sunstrike. Earth Spike. And actually saves Smiling Knight from severe damage and death.
Alright, keep him alive. Regen from that ulti. Keeping him alive for now.
Zippe, I've not caught up with you in a while. You want to go have a cup of coffee, mate?
No,
you want to come back here, Zippe?
That's a clear no from Sibbe. He is running away.
Ghosting him.
This slug body language or no.
Mickey's left on red. No. Don't even respond.
Stormstormer is looking for a move down towards bottom, thinking maybe Monkey King is going to be down here. It's just him, though. He needs some more help if he's going to kill this.
I mean, maybe he can farm some neutral camps down here. Monkey King with the Echo Saber now. Even more damage output.
Oh, Lion coming through. Has the finger. This could be dangerous for Monkey. Mikke.
Oh, this...
Cold Snap, maybe?
There it is with a Tornado EMP. Earth Spike from Eki.
Rainbow
Finger of Death,
TP.
Not enough. He's too tanky with the Strength Treads and Echo Saber, and now they come in with Boxy. Body blocking Eki to find the kill there. Mickey is godlike. And Nisha was even rolling in behind Zippe to try and find the Underlord.
The moment that they showed, it was 4 TPs so instantaneously and not messing around.
Aaron, how much gold do you get from this monkey kill now?
He would give a decent amount, but I think it's like 1100 maybe total.
Alchemist. He's going to throw the stun. I don't know if it does a whole lot here. Phoenix with a supernova might, though. Mickey realizing this isn't a fight to take anymore, and they do lose Boxy. Second kill of the game for Avulus. They force the Monkey King away.
2 kills, both on the back of the Alchemist and the Phoenix.
Meanwhile...
Terrorblade just doing Terrorblade things. Having a very free time. Avulus just moving together now. Buddy system.
Yeah, just play together. Try to not give too many opportunities here to Liquid. And another good kill mid, potentially. Snowball picks up Nisha, but they're still stuck in the Pit of Malice. A punch and a hit onto Seneko, not enough to finish him off, so the 5-man group up play from Avulus works out. They've doubled their kill score.
So they have got a lot of kills. 3 of their kills in the last minute now. 20 seconds for the Wisdom Rune to spawn. I think they desperately need to go and grab that.
Alchemist is top of network. Oh, he was.
For a moment, Monkey King still contesting him. So Monkey went for Echo Saber with the active playstyle that he's running. I definitely agree with this as well. Gonna give him more kill potential. He's trying for Storm, finishing up a Witchblade soon. Still needs more time. All things considered, pretty decent Radiance timing for the Alchemist, who's been under so much pressure. 14 minutes is... I mean, it's not fast, but it's pretty good.
It's respectable given the 14-1 kill score line.
Yeah, for this game, definitely Smiling Knight has been very on point with his efficiency and moves.
And it's a couple of big items. Mech, Underlord, Radiance, Alchemist. Witchblade, Invoker coming shortly. Team Liquid still pressing forward. You kind of want to unlock Nisha here, and they definitely noticed Stormstorm was nearby with the smoke breaking. Tries to roll in deep, but the Supernova's down and the mana drained. Nisha trying to reapply this Magnetize as they focus the egg and bring him down. Seneko gone, but Nisha's traded out. Invoker now with the focal point, but he's got a bit of distance. The Walrus Punch required onto Smiling Knight as the Wukong's command is going to be run away from by Avulus. A 1-for-1 trade goes in their favor.
Yeah, oh, not going to be a 1-for-1. One extra
There's
kill,
the second.
Eki. He was looking for something more, but his team a little bit too low to keep fighting. Alchemist already running away and farming, and Stormstormer not high enough HP to fight. Just get back to the lanes. Already drums on Insania, by the way. This Tusk. Bringing a lot to the fight.
Yeah, plus 800 gold. And he's going to be spotted by Seneko and Stormstormer, though. All alone. In this neck of the woods. attempted TP. Was that... Oh, cancelled out by the tornado last second.
Optimistic in front of Invoker. You never know. Might as well try. Bottom
Nisha
lane.
now. Stunned and sunstruck. Blade Mail comes out a little late and the Earthsparks clipped him. Avulus. The comeback is coming to fruition.
That's such a huge kill as well. That's going to push him towards Blink Dagger on the Alchemist. Only 100 gold to go, so get that Blink and he can start looking for more kills. Finally, they have something to play around. Game has definitely worked back from what looked like an absolutely horrible start. Now it's in striking distance. They just need to keep playing off their cooldowns. Finger Death down for 50 seconds.
They have the XP lead now as Avulus?
They do, yeah.
Wild.
I mean, XP swings a little bit harder than Gold's, because dying when you're ahead in levels really feeds a ton of experience. They have not cashed in on the kill on Monkey King yet. Would be a huge pick-off for them to take, so we see the move for it. This is intended for Monkey.
Okay. Farming Ancients and has a Tusk in front of him. The bodyguard holding the line in front of the Ancients. Nisha trying to roll in and save him, but Insania's dead. Wukong's command is out from the Monkey King. We're looking at Eki here with a good roll in from Nisha, but the Supernova, the tornado, clipping onto him, and Smiling Knight arriving with Zibe. Trying to turn back onto Liquid here with a landing egg, the dive back in. The Monkey King a little forward, trapped in the middle of three of them while Smiling Knight shreds through Nisha, and now the Monkey King's in trouble. Oh, Mickey's being surrounded here, and the Sunstrike's going to come in and find him, but no, the mischief buys some time. The Sunder is there. Saberlight has saved him, but I don't know if that's enough. In comes another concoction, and Zibe with Smiling Knight following through onto this Monkey King to slay the beast and get the big streak.
Dude, Smiling Knight with the presence of mind. He Quelling Blades the tree as well there before Hoodwink bushwhacks him from the side. So prepared for it. He didn't even have full vision of the Hoodwink coming in, I think. He was just already planning it while auto-attacking. Nice plays coming out from Avulus, and Liquid actually behind in gold for the first time.
The game's not just even, but like Avulus are ahead now.
Well, technically, but they are running in an Alchemist lineup, and the gold is basically even, which is never where you want to be. Alchemist wants to be ahead in gold. He wants to build a net worth lead and play on that. Currently,
they're playing mid. Snowball, roll, and sharpshooter. There we go. Liquid find the one man. Got the kill.
Big takedown for them, and they have nice deep vision planted for this triangle as well. Allowing Saberlight to farm over here. He's working on his own shard.
And that fight was also a very awkward kind of terrain to be in as well. Low ground in the river, in a pit of malice. Wukong's was kind of a zoning tool, and then he jumped in pretty deep.
It's hard for Monkey King to fight before BKB. He is just about to finish it soon. He needs 200, 300 gold. But before BKB, the Phoenix really counters him. One Fire Spirit and he just could not attack anymore. Minus 140 attack speed is no joke.
Zibe gets to start working on his second item of the game. Can't believe he's gone from like 0-4 to having a game. As Eki gets found and picked off on the left side of the map.
He wanted to go pick some flowers. He gets picked instead. Unlucky.
What can you do?
4-step from Boxy, and Insania is gonna go with him. They're looking for bottom. This Underlord has not died in a long time now. Looking to cash in on that. They might pass over the Invoker on the way.
Is Mickey? Oh, he did. Okay. I got confused there for a hot second. Mickey did finish BKB because he queued Desolator and one of the Mithril Hammers was counting towards it. Oh, that was close. Jumped off the tree in time as it got cut down in front of him.
It was the one tree that didn't get cut that he jumped to. All the other trees around, 4 trees got cut, and the one that he jumped up on did not get cut, so very fortunate.
So yeah, BKB, Echo Saber into Desolator for the Monkey King. Nisha nearly has his BKB, and his timing is going to be very important for Liquid, as they have kind of slipped and fallen a little behind Avulus, and the tempo that the dire side are bringing now over into this Radiant jungle. As the smoke breaks, the dive and the vision given forward doesn't find the Hoodwink. Gets back to low ground, safe and sound.
Yeah, nice move from Avulus though, grouping up and looking for something together with the Alchemist. I think this is what they need to do. Wisdom Rune is spawning soon. Both teams heading over, grabbing theirs. Monkey King not really found the big team fight with BKB that we might expect, but now they have the double timing. Earth Spirit just got his BKB delivered. Oh,
Something nice.
I see. He put the gate, but he didn't manage to steal the wisdom.
Yeah, tried to.
Smoke towards mid. They saw the Underlord. He was under vision just now. I don't think he's the target. They could gank someone else. Underlord doesn't have ulti, so hard for him to join his team. Or they just crash down on him mid. Try open tower.
Looks like Zibe needs to come across here and save Smiling Knight. Gets off his BKB before the bushwhack lands. Out with the Wukongs, away from the sharpshooter, and off he goes.
Not the longest stun duration coming out from the Boundless. I think if he had level 10 talent as well, then he probably would have stunned him long enough. The plus 0.2 seconds would allow the bushwhack, but probably still would be a hard kill.
And now Seneko. Good Boundless roll and kick. Stunning him up with the snowball and finishing with the fish punch. Now on to Eki, the force staff to dodge the roll, but in comes the Monkey King. A follow through from Liquid, scary here, but gotta be wary going high ground. As a buyback from Phoenix, they're in the Pit of Malice. Firestorm doing some serious damage. And Liquid full retreat back to the high ground near the Ancients.
Invoker, not really close enough for that fight on the ramp. Tier 2 tower is gonna fall. Looks like. They glyph it up. Saberlight still wants that tower.
Scouting Sunstrike. Trying to find where they've gone.
Smoke and chase.
All 5 of Avulus. Trying to run down this lane. I like this. Solar Crest on Phoenix. I've seen
This is a
Zibe
dangerous
decided
fight.
to go.
Alk doesn't have BKB yet. 20 seconds.
Spooky. And Nisha does have BKB. A couple of spells thrown at him as the Monkey King leaping across the treetops towards the Alchemist. On the right, though, they've caught Stormstormer's Invoker, surrounded by the 3 members of Liquid. Finished off quickly, while Smiling Knight has moved in aggressively with a concoction. Thinking about continuing this battle, but Mickey can return, come back in with some good damage onto the line. BKB'd up and Wukong's out. The buyback from Stormstormer here. Avulus really want to fight around this area with a double buyback. They force Liquid to run away. Concoction and Cold Snap catching Saberlight with the Ice Wall there as well, but the shards look decent. Snowball save. Saberlight, can he get out of here? He's got Sunder available. Buy some time for himself, but Insania's died for him. They lose the 2 supports, and Saberlight's probably going to die as well.
Big chase here. Eki also looking for more, but Monkey is going to be safe. The Underlord Gate looking for him. Not quite in time. He had Pit of Malice, but can't quite get him before the jump away. This is big, though, for Avulus, turning this into a Roche immediately.
Double buyback's expensive, but they get a lot of money from that fight, and, like you say, the Roshan.
I think it's definitely a worthwhile investment for them. It was a commitment. If they didn't get the fight, it would feel awful, but they knew they have pretty good catch going into them there. Team Liquid have to feel a bit weird about this. They were like, weren't we really strong? How did that fight go so poorly? But buyback's close to a tier 2 tower. Allowed for this comeback.
Yeah, now this Aura bot Underlord getting bigger and bigger. Yeah, Mac into the Crimson Guard. I noticed he had like pipe queued up earlier on, but this Crimson just makes so much more sense. Liquid are making a move again around that tier 1 bottom lane, not wanting to give up any map space, and the Boundless Strike clips the Lion on the high ground. Good catch by the Monkey King there. While up at top lane, Nisha pops the invis, and he's away from the 2 cores up top.
Yeah, gonna be completely fine. No dust in sight. Snako is gonna plant some server and sentry up there. Control the area. We'll see a lot of positioning items coming in with the 4 staffs. 4 staff on Hoodwink, 4 staff on Invoker. We have Blink on Tusk now. And even a 4 staff on the Phoenix. Recognizing that getting trapped by the ice shards, being stuck in the Wukongs is just not something they can accept. So triple force on the side of Dire.
It's still one of those Alchemist games though, right? where a lot of emphasis and net worth is put into his pockets. Smiling Knight hitting this peak timing of Assault Cuirass on top of everything else he's got. Leaving other heroes a bit exposed in terms of their scaling, as the Phoenix and the Underlord might be finding soon, but a good Sunray Supernova down from Seneko allows Zibe to slip away from the danger that was coming his way. And now the dive out by the Phoenix as well.
Yeah, I see Terrorblade not scared at all. Supernova doesn't really bother him. He has the pipe ready to run in. Going back for that S and Y. I really like that. A little bit of status rest in this game against the chain stun from Lion, Alchemist. Slow resistance even, not too bad to have. Oh, a Hex initiation on mid lane.
A lot of damage on Tanisha. My goodness. Insania. He's jumped in here. A blink punch and a snowball, but he's completely dead.
Yeah, he did have a hoodwink nearby, but the full cavalry wasn't quite there as Monkey King on the other side of the map. He's fast, but he can't get there in the blink of an eye.
This game has quickly gone from haha meme game Monkey King's owning to scary Avulus. They're coming for you.
Avulus, you just can't count them out. They are always ready to try and look for these opportunities to get big kills.
Boxy lurking in the shadows. Yeah, knows there's an enemy hero nearby.
Yeah, using his Glimmer
Saberlight
Cape.
pings out the Invoker who has ghost walked on top of him, dodges the tornado thanks to it. Storm is struggling to contend with the TB illusion as well. As Liquid, they've got numbers down here.
They want to fight. They're bringing everyone, all five, trying to group up.
Monkey King
Gate.
caught off the tree with a gate. Cold Snap is there. Underlord comes in, but Eki is quickly dispatched with, and now Zibe's found himself in the danger zone. Middle of the Wukong's command being completely annihilated. Well, Insania, has to contend with the Alchemist. Nisha rolls deeper in onto Seneko, knowing the egg isn't available. So a triple kill for your Earth Spirit here as Liquid. And Saberlight, Mickey, jumping off the trees, pivoting onto the Alchemist, looking for this kill on Smiling Knight, but it's an Alchemist with 2 lives. Kill him once, maybe, but twice, not happening.
Tornado
TB.
clips, but Sunstrike a little bit late.
Off the mark as well. Well, Mickey chases Stormstormer back towards his base with an Acorn shot and a bushwhack. They've taken him down. And this is the situation. The Alchemist has Aegis. He's got 20,000 net worth. He's got 2 lives, but the rest of the team just die.
Yeah, he's basically the one hero to lead them all, but they didn't have Supernova for that fight, and I think it's too hard for him to fight if they don't have that big team fight ability. That's basically the one thing they have to counter the Wukong's command, and Liquid, they just sense that weakness, rushing over all of Avulus. Going back, taking their own Tormentor as well.
What's even next? I don't know where these teams want to go or need to go. Aegis expires in 30, but then it's a 3-minute wait for next Roshan.
It's hard to read where they want to go because Liquid, they've been doing a good job of chasing down the Alchemist, so they basically just try and stop him wherever he's going. Could be that they want to play for a tier 2 towers, but not giving Alchemist a moment to farm, also a good idea. Monkey King added a shard, by the way, so now I can jump in as well. And they got shard from Tormentor on Tusk. And just 400 gold, and then Nisha has a big power spike. The Shiva's coming in. First piece of the counter Alchemist items. I guess technically the Orb of Corrosion was the first piece. Always forget that Orb of Corrosion is anti-healing. It's a nice, very cheap version of a Skadi, I guess.
It's such a rare item nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah, we don't see it purchased that often.
Team Liquid and Avulus both grouping up and playing together, knowing they can't really leave any stragglers out there. And there's heroes like Invoker and Lion, Hoodwink and Earth Spirit. The gap closing to kill threat is just too substantial.
Yeah, both teams have really strong pick-off at this point. Especially with the Finger of Death level 2 at this stage, bringing a lot of damage. But we slowly see the shift here of Liquid moving towards top, thinking about opening up the map a bit more.
I mean, just the threat of this Underlord, like, Zebe's done a pretty damn good job of catching up in net worth, being ahead of the Invoker and, like, barely behind the Terrorblade at this point, and always available with that Fiend's Gate to come in and help. He might have to do it middle lane, but Stormstormer gets away from the boxy attempt.
I fear that him catching up has also been at the cost of Invoker running around and trying to put out fires. Just been so active on Invoker, but he has sacrificed himself, so he's the lowest net worth of all the cores, not where an Invoker wants to be.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under
Smoke move across. Liquid hunting for kills.
Stormstormer. The smoke broke. He rolls the wrong way and he breaks the Monkey King down off the tree, but he still sees the Invoker here with a Walrus Punch and the Sharpshooter in. They've killed Stormstormer. Dead for 50, no buyback. Good TP out though. And Avulus, they're going to evacuate with no further losses.
Quick takeover on the outposts. Area is basically conceded, so Alchemist just keep on farming, working on a Bloodthorn, trying to get himself some more damage. Already we can see Mickey queuing up the Lincoln Sphere next. I like that choice. I think Scotty would have been decent for him as well in Monkey King, but Lincoln's not bad against the initiation on the side of Avulus. Can block Alchemist or Lion.
Yeah, Hex is so annoying. It's like guarantee that you get to press the BKB.
Dire's middle tower.
Yeah, he should be able to react. Even if he leads with like mana drain into Hex, you still have a little bit of time there.
Double damage for Nisha. Bottled up and ready to go. Feels like the first time in a while Liquid now have that little net worth lead. Little tiny one.
Yeah, but even a small net worth lead at 32 minutes against an Alchemist is
Yeah, I stand
significant.
corrected, Patrick. There was that small...
Yeah. True.
Oh, the 90 gold difference right there.
Yeah, what the hell, Gareth? How could you miss it? It was a whole CS.
There's two creeps. Well, a minute to go till Roshan.
Smoke.
Minute
We're
33.
turning off the Radiance. We're stealth mode. Sneak, sneak.
So Radiant, Roshan, both teams looking at this bottom right-hand corner. TB Illusion scouting. What's the vision situation like? There's a sentry on that high ground, and there's an obs and sentry from Dire there.
And Liquid are just standing on a cliff, so using Monkey King's vision.
Well, they do have that deeper ward back towards the Tormentor, so if there's a chase, they've got that bit of vision to play into. But right now, it's kind of the standoff over the creep waves.
Both
Just
teams
push into
scouting
push.
out the Roche, Sunstrike, Fort Spirit, and Illusion. Just hanging out here. Hello.
You're not meant to fight. Just meant to be observers.
Breaking the treaty.
Naughty.
That Fort Spirit took it like a champ, though. He didn't flinch.
Stood there and took the punches. Well, there we go. He's going to bait the illusion one way.
Now we have a Liquid Smoke. Gotta go up and around. I think they have a great read of where Avulus are hiding.
And I've got this DD going on Nisha. There's another set of obs and sentries here for Avulus as they hide in the trees. And Monkey King's over the top, sees Smiling Knight onto the Alchemist, but he gets off his BKB and ulti, while Mickey, well, he's taking a lot of damage. Wukong's command comes out now, trying to stay alive, hidden away, turning and fighting, trying to Jingo up and life as best he can, but he dies. Alchemist too powerful. Smiling Knight, though, dropping, has to run back into the trees as Nisha pumps so much damage out of this DD Magnetize. Kills off Stormstormer and Zibe. Eki's about to drop through the Glimmer Cape, and so does Seneko. Yet again, we find ourselves in a situation here where Eki barely surviving, but Alchemist, you know, for all intents and purposes, is the last man standing.
Yeah, Alchemist doing so much in that fight. Even though he got stunned immediately, there was no follow-up. Nisha was, sorry, Mickey was very quick on the stun, but his team wasn't really in a position to chain stun up the Alchemist. And because of that, sadly, they do lose Monkey King, but they win the fight.
Dire's middle tower is under
The potential is there, though. Alchemist, you can see his damage output. It's very fast at this point.
It does feel, though, like it's gone from being Alchemist feels like the strongest guy in the fight to now getting a bit hairy. You know, Nisha, Monkey King, able to potentially outcarry him. Like, you mentioned Stormstormer kind of sucking it up and allowing this Underlord to get the farm. It feels like this Invoker now needs to be the one scaling.
He's trailing. He's trailing hard. He needs his teammates to step up and be the ones to carry this because he's only at 12k net worth, so falling far behind the Radiant course.
Found Eki with Boxy and Insania. Support pairing, sniping out the Lion.
Correctly pings out the ward though. He says, yeah, they had vision on me. They did. There was also another pair of wards a little bit higher up. That's why losing the gem is so hurtful, not being able to control the map like this.
Oh yeah, Roshan's still alive, huh?
Yeah.
All that fighting and Roshan's like, yeah, what up?
They left him alive and he relocated to his other residence. Still think they're gonna track him down though. Full Aghanim Scepter on the Earth Spirit in backpack. Ready to bring it in after he pops the invisibility.
Into Roche they go. Not much Avulus can do here to get across the map. A long distance to traverse. And Liquid pretty quick at this.
Yeah, I mean, they have to forfeit this Roche. Nothing they can do about it. They have a lot of damage mitigation on the side of Avulus, but aside from the Alchemist, they don't really have any continuous DPS. Whereas Liquid, they have so many things going for them. The Magnetize does a lot of damage. The Monkey King is enormous. The Terrorblade is not something you can ignore at this stage either. And he just added a Blink Dagger. So he wants to get involved.
Mickey jumping over the canopy. Eki is going to drift back down to low ground and might just have made a swift escape. Hiding in the fog. Off
Houdini.
he goes.
They have no clue where he is right now. Damn. Eki broke some ankles.
But yeah, Avulus like very reliant on winning the fight during Chemical Rage and BKBs, right?
Yeah.
Like mitigate all this damage early on and then...
Ideally, they changed on a target and get them. If they can get onto like Earth Spirit and bring him down before he BKBs, that would be huge for them. But with the Blink save on Insania, being ready to pick up and snowball, this is a different story than the previous game.
Radiant are scanning.
Because it can be a bit hard with the Pit of Malice and stuff, though.
That's
If
true.
Zibe is able to stop that happening. Like, what is Insania? If Insania BKBs, he can still snowball inside of it, right? He doesn't get rooted.
Yeah, but Insania, yeah, he would need a BKB first. He only has a 4-step and Blink. He's looking for an Aghanim Scepter himself.
All he needs is a BKB.
All he needs, yeah.
All he needs is a BKB.
Come on, support hero. Just squeeze out a BKB.
Where's your Philosopher's Stone? Actually, where's that was a tier 4 neutral item, the Horn of Centaur, whatever it was called.
Radiant's bottom
Oh yeah, that thing. The 2-second or 1.5-second BKB.
Yeah. Oh my god, I cannot remember the name of that item. It looked like it was a horn.
True, it's a while ago now. I actually can't remember. Yeah, wasn't it just a horn? Like, Minotaur horn. Was it?
Yeah, is that what it was?
I think Minotaur horn. I think it was the name of it.
I'm googling until on Dota.
Oh, meanwhile, Phoenix gets
End
jumped.
game. Gem on the floor.
Yeah. Oh no. Was that a second gem that they took? Yeah.
Sure.
That is a completely fresh gem just lost again.
And yeah, you were correct.
That really hurts. It was the Minotaur? Nice.
Yeah. Lesser Avatar.
Right. Avatar. That's the Warcraft 3 name for BKB. It's the old...
Muradin. The Mountain King.
Yeah, exactly. Some heroes had funny animations for that. Siege
What was
coming
again
up.
what was it for Kaz? For
Kaz
Modan,
Modan,
whatever?
yeah.
Yeah.
Holy!
Nisha? Oh my god. We sound the horn and make the call and Nisha's like, yes,
Okay.
you called for me to dive in?
He had
And
a static cap.
Boxy's killed Eki elsewhere. He's dead for 47 seconds and this tier 3's just dying.
Yeah, it's going down pretty quickly. Monkey King still ages for 2 minutes. Very hard to go on him.
Stop it.
I mean, you can't go on any of these 2 targets. The Terrorblade as well. And Nisha is ready to turn them into a rock as well, if there is focus. They have layers of saves. Snowball, Sunder, Aghanims from Earth Spirit.
Well, that's what Liquid are known for. Having so many saves.
Yeah, very tricky puzzle to solve at this point, especially when you only really have one threatening hero, the Alchemist. Normally against multiple saves, you need to go on multiple targets at the same time. But if you only have one guy dealing real damage, that doesn't really work.
Just give up a later barracks. Let Liquid take what they want. Probably going to come in for another round, though, as they just push out these lanes.
They
Set
want to
themselves
catch. Nisha with the aesthetic cap. Can he survive this jump?
The Hex. He's been forced staffed away. He can get off his BKB if he wants to. And look at this bushwhack onto 2. They've got Saberlight sprinting in, focusing the Supernova. Mickey, Saberlight take down the egg. It's gone. Big team fight spell destroyed. And Smiling Knight inside his Wukong's having difficulties. He's been held in place. The statues whack him down and out for 90 seconds. Alk has buyback, but at this point, Liquid are just running rampant over Avulus. Stormer back behind tier 4s. The defensive BKB not where he really wants to be. And your tier 3 tower is under assault.
Yeah, buyback, but he doesn't have ulti on Alchemist, so I don't think they're scared at all of him. Siege is continuing. TB
No
blinks
ult, no
in.
BKB?
Reflection.
Pit of Malice and a Firestorm. It spooks Mickey a little bit here. Team Liquid being...
15 seconds on the Aegis. He's gonna get HP back from that. And then with BKB on cooldown, probably just gonna reset and chill a bit. But 17,000 gold lead. Buybacks forced. Avulus in desperate times.
Yeah, I mean, Avulus have been defiant in the face of adversity this game. Let's be real.
Oh, yeah.
From minute 1, the resilience of this squad has been tremendous, but Liquid it's just wave after wave, right? You get hit by an earthquake, then the tidal wave comes, and then the volcano explodes, and it's just natural disaster after natural disaster.
That is such a luxury item on Boxy. He's got the Timeless Relic and an Octarine core for himself. So along with the Ether Lens, he's able to sit back and just cast a lot of spells from a safe distance and have big impact with them. We also have Eye of Skadi completing in just 400 gold for a Terrorblade. Double Mindbreaker on them, so the silences can be pretty upsetting.
Another DD rune.
Bottle DD, and I believe Monkey King probably has the bar, his bar. Yep, he does. He's got his bar coming in.
There it is, delivered. Saberlight pretty fat as well. Skadi. It's done.
Backing up. I love the way Liquid are playing this right now. Grouping up as 5, playing safe area. They realize that Avulus should be desperate, so they sit back and don't allow for any pickoffs. So I say that. Insania rushing forward.
Smoke breaker, smoke breaker. There
Solid
we go.
Walker.
Perfect. Like really perfect. Just a small move like that gives them so much information.
Yeah, clean read. That
And now
thwarts
they
the
smoke
entire
themselves.
move from Avulus.
I'm gonna turn it on its head with Smiling Knight. Oh god, that's disastrous. They're going to try and finish him off. The snowball kills off the line. Smiling Knight does get off the Chemical Rage BKB. Alchemist is still alive, but it looks like Nisha's on his
Still
tail,
on him.
chasing forward and dying quickly. The egg was there with the Sunray, but Seneko couldn't save his carry. Dead for 2 minutes. GG called. Liquid 2-0 it. Avulus put up a fight this series, but Liquid just too good.
Yeah, Liquid just looking in shape. Mickey dominating this game. I do think they fell a little bit on that last pick counter. The Monkey King coming out to go over that so hard early on really set the tone for the game. They worked their way back a bit on Avulus, and they